Fast fashion is a word that describes the popular business model of mass producing trendy clothing at a low cost and selling them quickly while demand is high, using underpaid, mistreated workers who have to work in incredibly poor working conditions. The fashion industry employs over 75 million workers worldwide, yet less than 2% of them earn a living wage.
Additionally, the clothes are usually made of synthetic fabrics that are not biodegradable, making them harmful for the environment. Being the second largest industrial polluter, fast fashion is responsible for 10% of global pollution. 1.2 billion tons of carbon emissions are produced by the fast fashion industry per year.
Candid Clothing is a company founded by Dizon, which aims to make a change for the lives of garment workers by providing them with better wages and working conditions. Additionally, these clothes are made with repurposed fabrics to reduce the amount of fabric waste that is typically produced by the fashion industry. We interviewed Sam about Candid Clothing, fast fashion, and the fashion industry.
Okay, so primarily Candid Clothing was established to help people, and the environmental part was something that we added on later. So my grandmother was actually a seamstress, and I grew up with her, and I wanted to give back to the community. So a lot of workers in the fast fashion industry are getting paid very low wages, especially here in countries where there are a lot of informal workers, so they're not registered. So they get paid like 5 to 10 pesos per piece that they sew. That's very, very low. So what we try to do is to increase their income by at least 10 times what they were earning like in the informal market. I think the biggest misconception is that donating your clothes means it will actually go to people who need it or that it will be used. So a lot of the clothes that get donated, yes, some go to developing countries like the Philippines, and they're sold at Dubai or they're donated, but most of them actually just end up in landfills. So what we try to tell people is the best way is not to just buy clothes and then donate them after a year or two. It's just really to keep using what you have, or to be more conscious about your buying decisions. Like you can buy from a brand. Like if you don't have a lot of money, people say that you can't buy sustainable because you don't have a lot of money, and that's okay. Like we don't expect people to be able to buy from sustainable brands all the time. Like there are other options like thrifting, or if you have to buy from a fast fashion brand, that's also fine. But try to extend the life of your clothes, because a lot of fast fashion brands, the clothes aren't super good quality, but they will last at least a few years if you take care of them. I think the most difficult one would be just not having a lot of experience or connections in the industry. I started when I was 22, like kind of fresh out of university, and with a very limited budget. I think I started with like 30,000 pesos. So it was difficult to grow from there, and a lot of people weren't super knowledgeable yet about sustainable fashion and like what's wrong with the fast fashion industry. So a lot of the time we spent educating people like why we should choose more sustainable fashion or sustainable brands. So, but now it's a bit better since the idea or the concept of sustainable fashion is a bit more mainstream. Yeah, we just have to fight like greenwashing allegations because there are a lot of brands that do that now. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so the best part I think for me is seeing the improvement in the lives of the garment workers that we work with. So some of them are able to buy homes now. Some mothers are able to stay at home to raise their children while they're earning, and others are able to avoid going abroad to work because they're earning enough here in the Philippines, so they're able to stay with their family.